興奮すぞ宇宙へ Go 最先端の無調度この手に掴むよスタン今日に笑ったたい1分間は慣れこだい I can't get no satisfaction Woohoo! Hi! Hello, 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 hi. Hi, love bug. Hello, hi. Happy Tuesday. Hello, hello, hello. Happy weekend for me. Well, kinda. It's not really a weekend. I don't actually have those anymore. But if you saw the schedule that I posted earlier on Twitter, I will be taking a bit of a break this week, starting tomorrow, Wednesday through Saturday. Is my BGM on? Yes, it is. Yeah, I didn't realize it until after I put my schedule up, but I haven't had a day off in about 5 days now. And tomorrow I might still show up for the Invaders Minecraft night. We'll see about that. I'm not really streaming my perspective for things though, so I don't want to put on my schedule, but depending on the state of things, it might be a 3-day weekend depending on how you do the math. Yeah, hello, hi. Oh no, Dizzy is everything. Alright. Yeah, no, it's pretty standard break. I've been pretty busy, I think, this month, and I haven't really had time for some behind the scenes work, and I haven't had time to catch up on personal tasks really. Need to update my ID. So I was just thinking of taking some time off to get that kind of stuff done. You've been jobbing it since the concert, for real? Jobbing in a sense, as in absolutely just like dropping the ball, or get some good R&R. I'll try, but it's mostly a break to catch up on other work, in my opinion. You guys, I don't know if this is very obvious to you guys, but there are other things to this job, not just streaming. But I think I've been kind of concentrated on the streaming and content side recently, so I've left a couple things overdue. Yes. What? Say it isn't so. Yapping too? Well, usually the yapping takes place on the streaming side of things, you know. That's why I go live and I make my mouth flap like this so that sound comes out of it, so that you guys aren't just watching 2.5 hours of me miming. It's crazy, right? It's crazy. Makes sense. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it'd just be absolutely insane if I just... For 2 hours. Whoa, the perfect idol. No, I'd still watch it. No, keep going. I'll just... Listen, Dizzy Dokuro doesn't just take commands. You pay Dizzy Dokuro, and we'll see where the money talks. We'll see where the money talks. We would need a 3D Dizzy to mine stream. Ooh. 3D setup. Blah. Blah, 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 blah. I don't pay nothing, and so you don't have rights, so... Shush your mouth. Shush your flappers. You could be one of those TikTok freebooters who point at the stolen videos. True. I think I'd need hands for that though. Hands at work. But we will need, I think, your $2 silent stream when now. That's $2. I make more off of ad revenue. Thank you, Bo Weevo Nevo, for $2. Thank you. Rights are cringe, TBH. Agreed. And that's why you guys were born without mouths. Demonstrous, thank you for $2. I command thee to take it easy, pretty please. I try here and there. But thank you. I don't know, I'll talk more about the break later today in my membership stream, but it's not anything serious, just catching up on stuff, really. I know how easily you drama-loving Redditors are baited, and memberships have been down, so... Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. If you want to hedge your bets on a Dizzy Melty stream. Okay, calling us Redditors is too far. Show me your search history. Show me your search history. Shit. Yeah, that's what I thought. Frigilays love beans number. Thank you for $5. Or 5 gifted memberships. Thank you, Lindsay Van Cedar. Thank you for a 5 gifted membership. Much appreciated. Also, QB, thank you for becoming a love bug. Merylvine, thank you for a $5. Sorry, my Schedule A deductible donation is late. It's been a heck of a week. All good. And thank you to everyone from pre-stream. Names pending approval. Thank you for 11 months. Does this help? Quite a bit, actually. Quite a bit. My search history is clean and pure. Doesn't count if you just cleared it. Doesn't count if you just cleared it. Search history, dizzy. Guys. I can use Google. I know what you're searching after Dizzy Dokuro, okay? It's Dizzy Dokuro Past Life, Dizzy Dokuro Real Face, Dizzy Dokuro IRL, Dizzy Dokuro Twitter, and Dizzy Dokuro Breakdown. Those are the most popular searches if you look up my name. I know what you are. I know what you are. Dizzy Dokuro crying for 3 straight hours. Hey, I'll have you know, I maxed out the timer at 1 hour. Anything more than that is pathetic. And even I have a bottom line. Not gonna lie, I once looked up Dizzy Dokuro cry. Yeah, I wouldn't have believed you. Chat, I wouldn't have believed you even if you did lie. I wouldn't. The breakdowns will adhere to a planned schedule. Of course. I gotta start using my planner again, actually. But yeah, I don't know. People take the internet too seriously these days. Holy hell. Anyways. Hello. Hi, love bugs. I've missed you. Did you miss me? Hi, I definitely did, sure did. Maybe just a little bit, terribly, yes. Miss you, Dizzy, yes. Maybe a little bit, absolutely, maybe, I don't know. No, baka, no. You don't even go here. Ooh, we'll miss you after today. I can't win with you guys. I can't win with you. Either I say I'm going on break and I don't know when I'll come back, and I come back too early and you guys get upset, or I tell you guys it's gonna be a short break so I can do my fucking chores, and then you guys get upset because then it feels too long. This might be crazy news. This might be crazy news for everyone, but I can't photosynthesize. These ears? Yeah. They're not for photosynthesizing. They are in fact not leaves. Sucks to be you, Skill Dip. What the hell? Plant! We've got an industry plan in chat! We've got an industry plan! Dizzy has chlorophyll deficient. I actually heard taking chlorophyll is good for you. I heard that chlorophyll actually really helps with controlling sweat and odor. So if you have like a sweat or like a BO problem, you could try it out. Yeah, it's pretty interesting. But how are you guys doing today? Is everyone thawing safely? Is everyone getting nice and warm now that the weekend is over? Dizzy eating grass more likely than you think. I kinda hate most vegetables that aren't leafy greens. I know, weird, unheard of, but I find like it is a waste of chewing. I physically do not enjoy the act of chewing, so if I'm going to eat, I'd rather it be something nutritionally dense and worth my time. Yeah. Safe, sure, warm, getting there, happy more now. Oh, my football team lost. Get used to it. Get used. If you watch sports, you're watching for disappointment. I'm one of those people. Chinese peasant mindset. That is false, actually. Chinese peasants ate tree bark. Dynasty warriors taught me that. Yeah. They don't have the option of being choosers. I think you expend more calories chewing celery than you do eating it. This is true. I don't eat celery. I don't consider celery a leafy green. I don't. I like spinach. And hi Tenma. Hello, thank you for the great Tenma. Me of Phase Origins. Hello, Kanpai Nikki. I'll stand for the Kanpai Nikki national anthem. Oh, Tenma, our home and native land. True Kanpai Nikki love, in all thy sons command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north strong and free. From far and wide, O Tenma, we stand on guard for thee. Hello, welcome, hi, if you're just coming in, we're just chatting for a little bit. We will be reacting to everything that was announced at the Dragon Ball 40th anniversary stream that was a couple nights ago, but you know, I like to be on a tangent. Citrus, thank you for 5 gifted memberships. Thank you. How was Tenma's stream? How was the Binding of Isaac Repentance? I've never actually played that game, but I hope I got the vibes right. Was I about right? Was I about right with that? Yeah, no, Isaac got a Happy Meal with a Sprite and toys. Ooh, I might have read the situation terribly incorrectly. Oh, the vibes are pretty on point. Needs a lot more crying. It's more silly. It has a lot of crying. It suits you, really. What's that supposed to mean, huh? What's that supposed to mean, huh, chat? You guys like it when I bully you. You guys actively enjoy the meaner I get with you. The days I'm feeling nice, you don't want anything to do with that. But the minute I'm like breaking your balls, you're just like sucking on my little fucking, sucking on my, I was gonna call them little teats, but I guess that's factually incorrect. You know, you can't expect your streamer to treat you with any love or respect if this is how you respond to disrespect. Okay? Okay? This is why Tenma beats you. Kanpai Nikki, this is why Tenma beats you. Bloodbugs, I'm gonna start beating you. I'm going to start having to step on you. Stop it. It shows us you care. You made us this way. Don't blame me for your mommy issues, okay? I'll have you know. I am as tight and dry as the day I was born. Thank you for the captain. Yeah, thank you. What? I don't know. We're in a mood today, chat. We're in a bit of a mood. Goyoichi Hero, thank you for $2. Is that a threat or a promise? Don't talk back about it. Christopher Belkos, thank you for $5. Can we give you money to order yourself a pizza to be delivered to you, but we choose all of the options by poll? But it's not my birthday. It's not my birthday. This stream is going downhill fast. Yeah, I should probably hit the brakes, huh? The monsters think you're $2. I assure you I am not pleasant to step on. Okay, edgelord. Okay there, tough guy. Citrus, thank you for 5 gifted memberships. And Christopher, thank you for $5, who gave Ember the Filipino card and gave Lumi the yellow woman card and removed their white woman cards. I have given many a woman the ESL pass, so not I. Rick Bain, thank you for our super chat. We're touch starved, have mercy. Come on, love bugs. Rebel a little. Stand up for yourselves. Have some sort of spine. Even if it's a synthetic one. Ugh. But yeah, as some of you guys might know, earlier this week, Toei Animation had a special live stream to celebrate the 40th anniversary of Dragon Ball Super, or just Dragon Ball overall, my bad. I said that all so slowly and so intentionally, but I still managed to fuck it up. How was this possible? Probably because of the whole ESL thing. Disney did Dragon Ball Z, yeah, the remasters for ARCs, bro, yeah! Beep, 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 beep. You know the easiest way to identify a Mexican? Unironically, it's how they respond to Dragon Ball being mentioned. Dragon Ball Z, yeah! Don't worry, I'm secretly one of them. I literally had tacos last night. And it wasn't even Taco Tuesday. Sing the Dragon Ball OP. Chala, head chala. I actually don't know it too well. Yeah. Hikaru kumo sukenuke, fly away. And then everything else is kind of a blur. I mean, I could do Rock the Dragon. Rock the dragon! Rock the dragon! But yeah. Big news. Lots of big news, actually. Even though I think it's technically not the 40th anniversary this year. I believe it would have been last year or a couple years ago. But, you know, life happens. Plans very rarely go off without a hitch. But really exciting times regardless. And I was super hyped to see everything. And I wanted to talk to you guys about it because, I don't really think anyone else in my life would understand. That feels a little pathetic to say. I don't know, man. I don't know. I thought Dragon Ball was a lot more of a universal thing than it actually ended up being. Maybe that's just like the passage of time or something. But like when I try to talk about Dragon Ball or Dragon Ball related things with other girls in the company, even the ones who are like a bit older, they don't really have a sense of these things. Like Naruto, you can basically talk to anyone about, right? Like you can talk about Naruto, you can start singing you can start singing Go, you can start singing Bluebird, and everyone knows what you're talking about, right? But Akira Toriyama, who was a huge influence for Kishimoto, by the way, possibly his biggest influence if I'm remembering correctly, like, we need to put respect back on Toriyama's name, okay? I don't know how we, as a society, have gotten this bad, but like, put some respect on my Kamioshi's name. Also, speaking of Kishimoto, you guys might not know this, but Kishimoto actually has a twin brother who is also a mangaka. His most famous work is debatably his debut series, Opart Hunter, and that's like crazy inspired by Dragon Ball if you haven't read it. I don't think he's ever gotten an anime adaptation, which I think is a bit of a shame because I liked Opart Hunters, but he actually has a new manga that just was released the same day as the 40th anniversary stuff. I haven't read it yet because I don't think there's a translation out yet, but his stuff tends to be a lot more niche and grittier, for better or worse, so if you like that, you should check out the other Kishimoto's work. But yeah, just a bit on that. What's it called? That is a great fucking question. That is a great question. Look up Opart Hunter. Go to look up the mangaka, the older Kishimoto's name, and I think you should be able to find it. Yeah. I would say his art style is actually a bit more reminiscent of Akira Toriyama. I don't know, like they both take a lot away from Akira Toriyama, and that just has to do with the fact that they're brothers and they grew up on the same stuff. But it's definitely interesting. Goggles, thank you for the 9 months. Every time Dragon Ball came on with new episodes, cartel activity went down. From them watching it, Toriyama brought crimes down. Yeah, he's a hero like that. No big deal. Just my fucking kamioshi. You know how it is. Blazer Tribe was also good. It wasn't as popular. I know. Seishi Kishimoto, thank you for keeping the name. But yeah, there's just like so much influence that Akira Toriyama has had on the anime manga world that like other people aren't really aware of, and it boggles my mind. It drives me insane. This is why we gatekeep, chat. This is why we gatekeep. I feel like girls in general aren't really fans of Dragon Ball. Like my mom loves Dr. Slump but doesn't care for Dragon Ball. I don't know. I feel like Dr. Slump, as iconic as it is, as iconic as Ariel is, if you didn't grow up in the era of it, it's not really the most accessible title, if that makes sense. Like new material of Dr. Slump isn't released unless you're in Japan. basically. Whereas Dragon Ball material can almost always be accessed. I know it came out, it was kind of released towards the height of, well, the start of the height of manga and anime being exported to the West, and that has some stuff to do with it. But yeah, it's just, I don't know, there is stuff in Dragon Ball for women, for girls. I would argue, like, you know, Naruto's not necessarily targeted towards women either, but it has a huge female demographic for, in terms of readers. Same thing with, actually, Bleach is almost purely for men. Same thing with One Piece, like, girls love One Piece. So, like, can girls just, I don't know, pick up Dragon Ball, start watching something like that? Yeah. There's stuff for women. His name is Future Trunks. True. I was thinking more, I don't know, I was kind of thinking more of an entire Teen Gohan arc. That was definitely for the ladies. What else? I don't know. The slow descent of Vegeta from being a tough guy into becoming wife lumber number 1. Especially if you watch Daima. Especially if you watch Daima when he had that moment where it's just like, what do I value more? My Saiyan pride or... That is a joke for the girls. That is a joke for the girls. Yeah, it's like they say, a fish cannot see the water he is swimming in. Power up transformations, all Toriyama. Vegeta is the ultimate wife guy. True. Naruto kissed Sasuke, so a lot of women had their Fujo awakening with Naruto. I don't think this is true. I know the scene you're talking about, and my mind was already starting to rot when I saw that. But it didn't really trigger my Fujo spidey senses. I would say you have to get like 3 arcs into Naruto before the Fujo spidey senses start tingling. And then you go back, and if you're really fucking crazy, you use that one scene for supplementary material. Yeah. What have you reacted to? Nothing yet. We're just talking about Dragon Ball and Akira Toriyama's influence right now, but we'll get into it. I swear. I think Ouran High School Host Club was more of an awakening anime. True. Goku x Vegeta hits better. That is a crazy comment to be making with a username like ManEnjoyer69. That is actually an insane sentence to have come out of you. Yeah, name checks out. Yeah, you know what? He knows what he likes. Respect. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you, and I'm not ashamed of who you are. I don't know what you need to hear from me, but whatever it is, I'm here to say it. Yes. I'm not. Disclaimer, guys. I think you might be bigger fucking Dragon Ball Z shippers than I. My favorite Dragon Ball Z ships are all the canon ships. I'm just gonna put that out there right now. You guys are weird. You guys are weird. We're taking your Fujo card. Okay. You guys have been fucking slandering Fujos for so goddamn long. But I know for a fact that some of you guys support Ichigo x Orihime. And that is the sloppiest fucking ship that has ever been canonized in the history of shonen. You can't say shit about my taste. That's the best one. What? Yeah. Garbage take. Actual garbage take. Lash, thank you for $2. Shenron X Oolong Toxic Yaoi. That's crazy. That is a crazy sentence. Ichigo X Orihime sucks so bad. Thank you. Naruto X Hinata. Naruto X Hinata is supported by supplementary material, and if it wasn't supported by supplementary material, it wouldn't really be that good. Also, Naruto becoming a canonically bad dad should be fucking studied, because cycle of abuse or something. Kowloon, thank you for 25 currency. My favorite Dragon Ball ship is the farmer and his shotgun. True, best character. Magdalenius Rex, thank you for $5. I remember seeing Dragon Ball for the first time at age 9 by Z Kai on CW4Kids, and I remember hating it, saying, this is a ripoff of Dragon Quest. You are so young. You are actually so young. Holy fucking shit, you are my nephew. I feel bad now. Nine-year-old Kai Watcher, my mind! My mind! Ah! My poor mind! We not hating on Kai now? Brother! Do you know what year Kai came out? We're not hating on Kai. I'm just saying. I am just saying. What's Kai? It's a remaster, essentially. It's just DBZ without filler, but they did some redrawings and it's highly contentious. Whether or not it's good or bad or whatever the hell. Holy, my life just flashed before me. Chat, my life just flashed before me. RB Grizzly, thank you for $5. To see my first Dragon Ball thing I saw was a bad live action movie when I was 5 to 7. You guys are doing a fucking number on me. You guys are actually doing a number on me. That's rough. I remember when that live action movie came out though, I was initially so excited for it because it'd been a while since we got some Dragon Ball content, and so I was like, oh my god, Evolution, oh my god, this is so exciting. And then I watched the movie and I cried. Not good tears. Bad tears. It was an abomination. It genuinely was. It genuinely was. Best Dragon Ball movie. I mean, like, you kind of have to put your hands down to Broly, right? You kind of have to put your hands down for Broly. But yeah, Demonstrous, thank you for $2. Did you or do you play any of the Xenoverse games? I always wanted to, but I always feel like I missed out on the timing for it. I don't know. I'd always like... There was always something going on. Like, I remember the first time I tried to play a Xenoverse game, my PC couldn't run it at the time because I had like a potato laptop that was like $400 from the drugstore. Something like that. So it's always been like little things like that that has stopped me from playing the Xenoverse titles. Yeah. Magdalena, thank you for $2. Not young, was just doing grade 9 homework watching Dragon Ball Super. Age 9 or grade 9? A baby is a baby. A baby is a baby. Lash, thank you for 12 months. Never has a rendition of Journey to the West gone so sideways as Dragon Ball. True, and in the best way possible. And in the best way possible, bro. That's still young, bro. He's a super baby. Hush, little baby, don't say a word. Disney's gonna put on the cartoons so you can watch them while doing your homework. Super is kind of old now too. Yeah, it's getting there. It's getting there. But luckily, we have a lot of new things coming out very soon for that. But we should probably get there. We should probably get there first. You know, because like we were talking about, going back to the original topic, today is all about Akira Toriyama, my greatest of all time, my kamioshi, may he rest in peace, and you know, how years later, he has still managed to deliver something really special to his fans this week. And I'm starting to sound like Donald J. Trump. I don't know why I'm enunciating like that. Anyways, I wanted to share that with you guys, kind of go through everything that was announced of anniversary, and I wanted to start with this really beautiful anniversary video. I can't get it out of... How do I stop talking like this? How do I stop talking like this? Wow. Dragon Ball was the most influential anime ever. It was huge. You don't. You have to lean in. It's over. You're stuck down. No. Imagine the audience naked. Wait, that was something else. Ooh. Toriyama was a tremendous guy, one of the best, believe me. Believe me. Let's watch this special anniversary video. Let's watch it before I Yamcha too hard into the sun. I think Astro Boy is the most influential. Actually, debatably, Astro Boy is considered like the godfather of all anime, right? Right? But if you think about like who a lot of mangakas, animators, artists cite as their inspiration, Akira Toriyama is one of the names that always comes up. I'm not gonna do the whole argument of like what came first, chicken or the egg, but they've both had a huge hand to play in this form of media. Anyways, speaking of this media, let's check some of it out. We're starting with the Dragon Ball 40th anniversary special video. There were a few other things that were announced during the stream. I think I have everything, but I may have missed some of the little stuff, so be patient with me. Maybe we'll look those up after. Also, thank you for the super chat. Oh, I assume you watch a Bleach anime, the same anime directed by a Rukia shipper who literally gave a bunch of Orihime's moment with Ichigo to Rukia. You lie to anime watchers. Your ship is based on propaganda. Your woman is still useless. Your super chat means nothing. You've wasted $20 to not change my mind. Anyways, what has Chad done? I don't like him either. So this, if you guys don't know, is kind of like, there was a side or a spin-off, I guess, manga about Kakarot's parents and how he got started. Yeah, Bardock. So this is going through all of that. But the funniest thing is like the age of Kakarot when he's still in incubation. He's like 3. That's like crazy to me. Still iffy on the Bardock retcon. It kind of is what it is. I've kind of come to accept it. I'm late. What's the long and short? We're watching it. We're watching it. Don't worry. We're watching the 40th anniversary special video. So they opened the anniversary with this, I believe. Here we go. Huge transition. Beautiful, beautiful. I really like how they did this. I really like how they did this part. I just think it's such a like incredible use of like animation technology. Like, look at that! Look at that! That's so cute! Dragon, dragon! Rock the dragon! It's gorgeous, right? Like, I like the animation of the panels. I like how they're using the natural, like, marker textures. Because this is back when, like, before manga became digital. And yes, the music is by Hans Zimmer. I was gonna get to it, but... This was so cute. Before Goku became a bad dad. Frieza! They made that really 3D. I like that a lot. When wasn't he a bad dad? He was literally not a bad dad. In that in-between period between Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z. This is my favorite. This is one of my favorite art pieces. I'm so glad they animated it. Very nice. I like the 3D effects here too. The best Gohan. The coolest Gohan before he became a teen. So nice. That's really cool. One of the best Super Saiyans. One of the best Super Saiyan versions. So good. Oh my god. The Z Fighters. And then... Wait for it! Wait for it! Wait for it! Beyond the limit. Battle of the Gods. Resurrection F. Let's go. Dragon Ball Super. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Super Broly. Super Superhero. Daima. Okay, okay, here we go. Here it comes. The Galactic Patrol! The moral arc, finally! Finally, finally, finally! I need a moment. I need a moment. This was so sick. This was so sick. Yeah, anniversary videos just as beautiful. The second time. There it is, chat. We have our first big announcement. This is a new arc of Dragon Ball Super. I believe this arc was almost entirely, if not entirely, written by Toyotaro, who is Toriyama's chosen successor. He did a majority of the new character designs for Dragon Ball Super, I believe, actually. And yeah, we're animating the arc. They're animating this arc finally. I didn't think we were gonna get it. I lost hope. Straight up, I lost hope. But this is fucking crazy. This is fucking crazy. I think it's the longest saga in the Dragon Ball Super manga. So I'm really curious about how long the anime is going to be running for. I don't know. I'm not... You know, the thing is, not a lot of people follow the Super manga, which is sort of a shame. Myself included, I haven't been the best at upkeeping it. I don't know. I think it's just hard when the media most of us were introduced to Dragon Ball with is anime to then transition back into the manga. But there's definitely things worth reading in the manga. Like, even in the Dragon Ball original manga, I think is super worthwhile to check out if you haven't already. Sorry, I'm snuffly. I don't know why. It just happens. But there's just like a lot of fun goodies and arcs that aren't really covered in the anime or anime movies. So, like, if you remember Dragon Ball Superhero movie, they have a whole ass prequel in the manga dedicated to Trunks and Goten and what they're up to, which, you know, I have shit rough. I have shit rough as a Gohan fan. My favorite character in this whole franchise hasn't been good since he was 11 years old 30 years ago. Okay? I got a movie for him, which was cool, until I found out it was actually a Piccolo movie. And even then, I watched that like 7 times because this franchise has such an incredible grip on me. You don't like Beast? Beast barely fucking matters. Okay, we got like 10 seconds, 10 minutes realistically, of Gohan Beast mode, okay? Gohan is just potential man at this point. Exactly. Gohan is just Gohan potential. Okay? But that being said, at least I kind of sometimes get a little something for him, but Goten fans. Goten fans. Fuck, do you guys even exist? Are you real? Are you out there? I gave up on Goten. Goten has no fans because he does nothing. Gotenks is a cool idea. Ooh. There's a Goten fan in the room with us right now. Ooh, spooky. Goten? You mean Trunks' sidekick? Oh. What about Bulla? Unironically, I think there are more Bulla fans than there are Goten fans, because if Gohan is potential, the man, Bulla is potential, the girl. And you know, potential, the cute little girl, is always more attractive than potential, the man. Because, let me talk about Saiyan eugenics, okay? Let me talk about Saiyan eugenics, because according to Saiyan eugenics, according to canon, the potential power levels, the innate powers of a Saiyan is passed down at the point of which they are conceived by their parents. So, when Bulla was conceived, and we see this in Dragon Ball Super during the scene where Goku, you know, instant transmissions into their bedroom. Vegeta has already achieved Super Saiyan Godo. Right? So, if Bulla ain't even a fighter, that's why she's potential girl! Let me me talk! Let me cook! Let me cook! Okay? Let me into the kitchen! So then, what that means is that the latent potential in Bola is equivalent to the potential of that Vegeta had as a Super Saiyan God. Like, she could be, if you trained her, if they just trained her, and they actually cover this up in a very popular doujinshi, in a very popular fan comic about Dragon Ball, like what would happen if you actually trained Bola. Which, by the way, Toyotaro, people assume that he is actually a former doujinshi artist who created this whole like AU basically of Dragon Ball post GT or whatever. Toy Ball, yes. Anyways, but Dragon Ball AF, yes. But basically, if you just train Bola, it doesn't, like, she could be so strong. And guess what else? Not only does her latent potential, is her latent potential insane, who canonically is looking after her right now? It's not Vegeta. Okay? Vegeta is out there in space, whatever, doing whatever the fuck, okay? It's not Bulma. She's busy. She's got an empire to run. It's fucking Beerus, a god of destruction, and his angel. Those are her designated babysitters. So if they just like fucked around and trained her for fun, she could basically be a candidate for a god of destruction. Yeah, like Pan has Piccolo, Bola has Beerus. They are not the same. They are not the same. So that's why I think Bola probably has more fans than Goten. Wait, she's cooking. That's what I thought. No, Vegeta was a worse father. Vegeta hit his kid, which kind of brutal, but also training and or whatnot. But Vegeta realizes that he was kind of a bad dad and tries to make it up for Trunks in his childhood and is semi-successful at it, I guess. Also, I don't know, he's kid's rich. Rich people don't have trauma. They are not built the same, okay? Gohan grew up knowing that the family's financial situation depended on himself. He worked super hard, studied super hard, because all his dad ever did was train. He would take on farming jobs periodically, but he was no more than a temp worker, okay? He's no more than a temp employee. Meanwhile, they're living off of his grandfather's money, and his grandfather was basically a king. But you know that money is blood money. Is blood money. Isn't the Ox King rich too? He was until he stopped basically pillaging and taxing villagers, right? And then he settled down. And then they basically ran through their generational wealth trying to keep Goku, of all people, fed. Okay? Most of the money goes back in the food bill. So like Gohan grew up with this insane freaking pressure. Okay, also his dad's dead like what, 50% of his fucking childhood. That's brutal. That's fucking rough. Okay, like that kid did not have the best circumstances. And then when he was a teen, he was basically raising his baby brother, who once again has amounted to nothing. Like, they should not be compared to current timeline Trunks, because current timeline Trunks is a rich kid who got hit one time and is basically gifted a MILF girlfriend by the authors. So we don't compare those two. No. Trunks is a Nepo baby. Full stop. Who's his girlfriend? My kind of. It's implied. There's a whole thing. Anyways. Awesome Sauce Kirby, thank you for $20. I distinctly remember that the Hellsing mangaka, hold on, YouTube crashed. One second. Yamete! Oh wow, okay, I'm back. Awesome Sauce Kirby, thank you for $20. Wait. Wait, let me just... Okay, YouTube's being a butt right now. Fabri Matthew, thank you for $5. There's no Goten fans, only Gotenks fan. True. Fettuccine Broccoli, thank you for super chat. Imagine being a fan of a man that gets pity power-ups. Ow. Ow. Holy fuck, ow. Awesome Kirby, thank you for $10. Is a mod gen mark just a forehead tramp stamp? Basically, yes. Zelkas, thank you for 25 currency. Piccolo took care of Pan because he's Gohan's better dad. True. Beerus takes care of Bulla for her destructive potential. They are not the same, thank you. I don't know. I think he's grown attached though. Panda White, thank you for 2 currency. But not Cell Arc will finally be animated. Yes. Awesome Sauce Kirby, thank you for $2. Ultra Ego Vegeta was hype as shit though. Agreed. Remember the part in GT where after Goku died, Chi-Chi offered to trade with Bulma? You know they were doing key parties. Thank you. Lesha, thank you for a super chat. Goku is great, but how good are his El Pastor tacos? Muy bueno. Muy bueno. Listen, I think we're gonna get Gohan and Broly fusion. I would be so lucky. I would be so lucky. We'll see. But yeah, there's just so much that is covered in the manga that hasn't been covered in anime. The thing about being a fan of an IP is eventually you get so damn hungry for more content that you dig wherever the light does not touch. Like anything. Old interviews, like little excerpts and comments that the creator has like left. Not even on their own manga, but on other people's mangas. Like the most like crazy like interviews at weird parties where famous artists gathers. You'll dig anywhere for anything. So that's basically where I'm at right now with Dragon Ball and yeah, Digimon and just everything. Right, I was looking at old magazines. The thing with Dragon Ball though is canon is so weird because the Toriyama had a memory of a goldfish. So like, where is launch is a question that you really have to squint your eyes to answer. So you can basically assume anything and it has potential of perhaps one day being canonicalized. So you just hold on. You just hold on like your fucking life depends on it. And you pray. You pray that one day somebody will remember how awesome Gohan was before he became a teenager. And someone will maybe actualize it, but then you get a movie and... Just join. Have you already discussed the mini drama about fans melding about Dragon Ball Kai? But I'm sure they will add Daima world building info into the super remake. I don't think we will get Daima info actually. I don't think so. Daima was fun though. Daima was actually a lot of fun. Gohan was great before his Saiyamon phase. Dude, I feel like the creators really love a Saiyaman stuff though. That's why we got Superhero. That's why we have Superhero as a movie. I feel like they really enjoy poking fun at it. Yeah, Daima is canon. Yeah, I just don't think we're gonna have it touched. I don't think we're gonna have it touched during the new super arc. I don't know. Like, I think we're just gonna treat it as canon, but not really talk about it. You know? Yeah, maybe a snippet here and there. Maybe a snippet. Dizzy Invis Super Manga Beast Gohan defeated Ultra Instinct Goku. Hey, spoilers, man. But also, like, they give us those moments specifically so Goku can level up and wipe the floor with shit. You gotta take it with a grain of salt, okay? We had one whole second where Vegeta was stronger than Goku. One whole fucking second. And that's it. Super is being remade. It will probably fit Daima into the canon. Not completely true. We're getting a remake of a past arc, which actually, let's play the trailer for that. Let's play the trailer for that. I don't think they're remaking all of Super. I think it's particularly just the Beerus saga, unless it does, you know, incredibly well and Toei wants to make more money, which could, you know, not out of the realms of possibility. Not out of the realms of possibility. Also, if you're experiencing lag for whatever reason, I do have an error on my side from YouTube. I don't know how to fix it, so I apologize in advance. Let's check it out. Let's watch this trailer. This is Super Beerus remake. And if you watch the stills, if you compare with stills, it's actually quite a step up. I wasn't unhappy. I wasn't unhappy with the Beerus arc in the anime. I think it was, like, for the time, pretty pleasant to watch, but it's definitely a step up, I think, the new one. Let's check it out. It could have been a bit better. Yeah, that's true, but, you know. It was aired weekly, which I think is pretty insane. Production schedules for anime has definitely changed a lot. Like, these fight scenes are so much smoother now. Oh wow, this Beerus guy seems strong. This one of the strongest. Yeah, we were so starved back then that we'd take anything. I mean, the anime was good. The anime movie was good, right? That came up first. Oh. This was hype. This was... Kakaroto. That's sick. That's super sick. Sorry, that was not my tongue. My finger happened to be in front of my mouth. Fall 2026 by Toei Animation. Thank you, Toei. Thank you, Toei. This looks much better. Oh, for sure. For sure. I wasn't super unhappy with what we got initially, But, you know, I'm always happy to have more Dragon Ball content, so I'm hyped to watch this. Man, I love Beerus's VA. He does such a good job, man. He does such a good job. Yeah. My Bulma scene looks great. Would love OG Dragon Ball done again. Oh, same. Same. But thing is, I don't think... I think that might be a bit challenging because as beloved as the whole IP is, like, I think it might be hard for them to get a pass on some of those jokes today, you know? So I think that's probably gonna be like the big issue with greenlighting that. Hey Ditzy Dunkaroos, how do you feel about Black Lagoon? No feelings really. I wasn't that into Black Lagoon growing up. Rockin' Sock'em, thank you for $20. It definitely seems better, but I don't see the functional point of this when the Battle of Gods movie already exists and is better. That film still holds up, by the way. It does. I've watched it recently. We now have 4 versions of this arc. We should have remade OG Dragon Ball instead. I think what it was is there was a lot of voices who were upset that the first arc of Dragon Ball Super didn't have the best animation, which, yeah, I agree with the sentiment. I agree with your sentiment, but I think that was probably one of the decision makers about it. I hate modernity. This is true. This is fair. Yeah, modern audience strikes again. Cut over Fox, thank you for 17 months. Sorry I'm late. Can you abridge all the Dragon Ball news I missed so far? New arc for Dragon Ball Super. Remake of old arc of Dragon Ball Super. Both look very good. Both look very good. Bring back GT. The best thing about GT, in my opinion, was the music. I didn't really love the adventure that we went on. I didn't love the adventure we went on. And me personally, like, half the fun of the watching Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Super is the adventure. I know some people were really attached to that form of Monkey Goku. But GT had phenomenal music. And for me, not much else. Yeah. Yeah. GT with a Pan rewrite would go super hard. I don't care for Pan. I don't care for Pan. I think she's a cute baby. But I don't truly care for Pan. I don't know. It kind of... I feel like because her father is Gohan and now that Gohan is a jobber, she also feels like incredibly mid to me, even though they try to hype her up as, like, you know, is the super spunky, outgoing female Saiyan. It just kind of misses. This kind of completely misses. Yeah. Kid me really like GT because I could self-insert as Goku. That's cute. That's super cute. So is Videl a jobber too? I mean, yeah, kinda. I don't know, Videl, I had a lot of affection for growing up, and I think she's good as a love interest, and I think she's a good girl, but like nobody looks at Videl and is like, yeah, that's my fucking favorite fighter in Dragon Ball. Absolutely nobody. And like what she did have going for her in terms of spunk and personality kind of is suffocated and choked out by her love of Gohan in the end, so yeah. Cut over Fox, thank you for the $5. Very concise, much appreciated. Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta is best form. I keep a model of him next to my War Greymons. I know what you are, Kodo. I know what you are. Yeah. She's like a step above Mr. Satan in power level. Okay, she's several steps above Mr. Satan. That's part of the joke. That's part of the joke. Videl is my favorite of the wives of Dragon Ball. Excuse you! Bulma exists! Excuse you! Bulma exists! Ah! Rude! Roma is queen, also 18. Don't forget 18. 18's good. 18's good. But Bulma is number 1. I will always have a place for Bulma in my heart of hearts. Bulma is not a fighter, but she's a survivor. And we're talking about wives, not the fucking fighters, okay? But the topic has changed. If we're talking about the wives, Bulma all the way. Yes, 18 is a loving and supportive wife. But also, Bulma. It's fucking Bulma. She doesn't have to be a fighter, okay? She has more street rep than all of them wives combined. She went on, as a teenager, she went around the world with Goku, okay? Okay, she's had her share of adventure. She's had her share of fun. And she's also super intellectual. She's super smart, okay? Made contact with like the whole space patrol when she was a child. Built an empire, basically. Well, her family was already successful, but she succeeded that empire. She's rich. She's a queen in her own right. And then she married the Prince of Saiyans. Well, they never really married, but I think it's implied. Bulma is like equivalent to a god. She tamed a god, basically. She's best friends with this, like, an angel. Like, she's Bulma. She's Bulma. She's literally Bulma. Oh. Anyways. On to the next Dragon Ball 40th anniversary announcement. This one's a big one. I think it's really exciting for streamers, especially. Demonstrators, thank you for $5. I get what you mean with Gohan, I do, but I mean the kid has been through so much. Him getting to settle down, relax, and be happy is deserved in my honest opinion. He can be happy and train once in a while. He can be happy and go to the gym. Fucking nerd. I love him. But he could be happy and go to the gym. Elias Oni, thank you for $5. There's a joke somewhere about how it took magic wish balls to make a woman successful, but I can't think of one. Well, she was already successful. She just wanted a man. Which, let's not get into that. Are you a dude? Sometimes I ask myself the same question. Sometimes I ask myself the same question. Everyone on the fucking internet is a man. Moving on, we got a new game project that was announced. This one's like a huge deal because there's original characters actually designed by Toriyama in this game. And this is the first time we're seeing them. This game has been in development, I believe, for... I'm not gonna say it, but it's been in development for a long time. So it's very, very, very exciting. And I'm really excited to see more. I believe April, we're getting another look at the game. So this is just the first trailer. Let's check it out. There's a game? Yes. This new game project is called Age 1000. I don't know if that's going to be the sent and marketed title or if that's just a project name, but we'll see. It's not Breakers 2 from what I know. It looks closer, I feel like, to the Xenoverse stuff. Maybe a little bit of that Kakarot DNA. Yeah. It's a placeholder? Okay, great. So I think this is the first new original character. I think this is who you play as, so there's probably some customization options. Maybe. He looks like a Pokemon trainer. No! Okay, maybe a little. Akira Toriyama presents. It's It's really hard to achieve this like 2D effect with 3D, but they do it so well. They did it so well for a Sparking Zero as well. You're a Capsule Corp delivery boy. And I'll be the best damn one if I have anything to say about it. But what even is Capsule Corp in the future? Because like, why are the delivery boys fighting holograms like this? This is crazy. It's the great non-Saiyan man. Hey, maybe he has a little bit of Saiyan DNA. We'll see. Oh. Oh. He's seeing into the past. Goku? Goku? Amazon delivery workers will one day be like this too. I believe it. Bulma knows we needed more Z warriors. Bulma once again pulling her weight! Ah! There we go. New game project Age 1000. More coming April 18th to 19th during the Dragon Ball Games Battle Hour. It'll either be Kino or Kusoge. Only time will tell. I am honestly expecting it's gonna be Kino. Bandai Namco's been doing really well on their game development side recently. So my expectations, I'm like cautiously optimistic about this one. I'm cautiously optimistic. I'm not really feeling this game. I mean, it's a first look, so we'll see what we get, right? We'll see what we get. But if it's anything like the Xenoverse Saga series or whatever, the Xenoverse series, my bad. I think there will be a strong core fan base for it. Too much effort behind it to flop. Hopefully. Bulma creating super soldiers using Saiyan DNA. Of a line of feisty women lining up, volunteering like, I volunteer as tribute. Yeah. I don't know. I think it looks pretty good actually. Bandai has produced a lot of mid stuff when they are the driving force. I don't know. I'm cautiously optimistic. A lot of recent stuff has been good. I think Code Vein is getting a lot of hype right now. Code Vein 2, Time Stranger was really good. So we'll see what team gets put in charge of this. Also, it's like quite a big title, I think, for Dragon Ball. And for the 40th anniversary too, so I think they're scared to let it flop, so we'll see. We'll see. It's gotta be like Cage Free where everybody got a Keyblade. Okay, I didn't even buy Sparking Zero. That's the thing, neither did I. I did want to take a look at its trailer though, because it has a new DLC teased. And you know, gotta support Bandai Namco. The thing with Sparking Zero is I don't think Sparking Zero is a bad game. I think it's kind of hard to be in the fighting game market nowadays. It's always been bad, but like especially bad now. Also, like Dragon Ball fighting games have such a high and niche standard. I feel like it's a huge thing. Yeah, Tom Alphams, thank you for a super chat. I just want another game like the ones from the Game Boy Advance. You're never gonna get those kind of retro feel games anymore with these bigger studios. You have to look indie. You have to look for spiritual successors, I think. Yeah, I like Sparking Zero. It's fun. Sparking Zero's modding scene is pretty good. Oh, that's interesting. Sparking Zero would have been interesting, but as a fan of a Budokai series, playing split screen is only one stage at release was backbreaking. That's a thing. I feel like the early access culture has really affected things. People don't release full games anymore, and that fucking sucks. But anyways, let's check out this DLC, see if there's any redemption for Sparking Zero. wait more DLC. It's a huge DLC release. It's a huge DLC from what I know. I think there's new characters.
Goes higher and higher.
The voice acting and some of the character interactions in this game are so funny and goofy though. I really appreciate that. I feel like it's a really good piece of fan service for those of us looking for more media.
Just die already. You face the Demon King himself.
The Demon King himself!
This might actually be fun.
Oh god.
This is what the ultimate android looks like.
Nowhere to run.
Super 17! The man that you are. That one's for the girls. Super 17 is for the ladies.
I already told you. That's enough.
Super 17 is so ass. It's great. Fuckboy 17. It actually is. It actually is. Can't beat him when he's Super 17. Demon King Piccolo, Super 17. I think Bardock was in there. And then I think another Goku I might have seen. So lots of new characters, new DLC coming soon. Yeah. I don't know. I haven't played much of Sparking Zero. It was kind of expensive. But I really like the Budokai stuff. So hopefully this will bring in new interest for the series. Yes. That, I think, is mostly everything. There might have been some TCG announcements. There might have been a couple other small games. I think there was. I don't know if I imagined it. Chat, I don't know if this is just my fucking imagination. I remember watching the stream and there was some sort of Pokemon Unite looking at game that was announced during the stream. I tried so hard to find this. And I could not. Did I make this event up? Do we have Dragon Ball Unite? Yakishen Squadra. It's been out for a while? I'd say fake fan, but it looked like total ass, so maybe it's for better that I didn't realize. Yeah, there's been a MOBA out for a while. It was out since last year. Oof. I will download it one time and play it one time personally to support the franchise and nothing else. Yeah, give it a shot if nothing else, yeah. I don't like MOBAs very much. I don't like MOBAs, but you know, Dragon Ball said play DB, said play Dead by Daylight, so I played Dead by Daylight, and then Dragon Ball says play MOBA, so I'm going to play MOBA. This one's for you, Akira Toriyama! This one's for you! My GOAT! My greatest of all time! But yeah, that's been my reactions to the 40th anniversary. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me and watching. What are you guys most excited for? What are you most excited for? A true fan taking one for the team. Bandai Namco owns me and I know I can't fight back. Excited for Sparking Zero DLC, the new arc, Moral Arc for sure. Yeah, Galactic Patrol. Me too. I think I'm also the most excited about the Moral Arc. If we get Xenoverse free, hopefully it's good. I'm definitely gonna fucking play it. Like, no doubt. I really want to know what the new theme song is gonna sound like. That's where I'm like scratching my head. Like, I know Hans Zimmer is on this, but like, we have to have lyrics, right? Like, there has to be lyrics. There has to be a top line. Like, the music in Super was so fucking good and iconic. Like Genkai Toppa X Survivor, Poogie Back. Chef's kiss. Chef's kiss. They can't fail us here. They can't fail us here. They got Hans Zimmer. They got Hans Zimmer. So I'm really excited about that. And yeah, I'm just really excited that Dragon Ball's back. Yeah. Tournament Power theme is great. It's so good. It's so good. Anyways, I have another stream in 30 minutes, but that's gonna be members only. So if you want to stick around, check that out. I'll be live for my members. Thank you as always to everyone who gifted memberships today. I'll be raiding, I think, into my waiting room. So some of you guys might not be able to catch a raid. But you can change that. You can change that and have access to shitty emotes. No, they're really good. My artists are really good. It's my ideas that suck. Until next time, though, I'll miss you guys. Bye-bye!